Hello, I am Adrienne Van Kieran with Tai Chi Healing Energies. This video is going to show some different self-massages that we can do in order to promote better chi flow and hopefully have less pain and less inflammation. So in general terms, all of these self-massages, whenever we massage an area of the body, we're going to be bringing extra blood to that area. Wherever blood goes, chi, our body's personal energy, is going to follow along. Chi is said to be incredibly healing, and then taking extra blood to the area can reduce inflammation and be healing in and of itself. I want to make a note that when I was first planning on filming this video, my intention was to make it available only for people that had attended my self-massage workshops, either the ones I'm going to be doing in the future, the ones I've done in the past. Two things worked together to make me change my mind on that, however. The first one was I had an old video covering these same basic self-massages on my website. Didn't really think that many people were using it, watching it, and I had somebody that has never attended any of my classes. I had no idea he knew that I even taught Tai Chi, tell me how useful he found that video. And so that kind of made me think, well, maybe I shouldn't keep all of this to myself. The next day I was talking to another friend of mine, and he made the comment when I was talking about the self-massage workshop I had upcoming and then my need to make this video, and I said that I was going to make it available for those that came to the workshop. And he just kind of looked at me and was like, isn't that a little bit selfish? I was like, it is. It absolutely is selfish. And it kind of reminds me of the way Tai Chi has historically been taught. Meaning teacher has all the credentials, they've learned all the things, they've put all the work in, they start teaching classes, students follow along. They decide they like you, they might start sharing a little bit of information. They decide they really like you, they'll start sharing some of those secrets with you. Usually takes about 8 to 10 years before they decide they like you and that you're worth sharing those secrets with. While part of me understands the reasoning for that kind of teaching, it makes a big difference if you're wanting to keep things to yourself, if you're afraid the guys in the next village are going to come and steal your secrets and attack you. But that's kind of an outdated way of thinking to what resonates with me. So I'm going to make this video available for everyone to be able to watch, but also tell you, blatant self-promotion, if you come to my workshops, you're gonna get a little bit more information. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing that we are going to cover is going to be a facial massage. This is known as the Chinese cultural facial massage. When I'm going to be rubbing my face, I'm going to be bringing that extra blood to the area that I've talked about. I'm going to be bringing more oxygen to my face as well, which is actually going to give my brain a little bit of a boost. And the bonus is I'm going to be building collagen and fighting wrinkles. I know, that's the benefit you're most excited about. So to start off with, I'm going to rub my hands together. I am doing this with the intention of accumulating healing chi energy right between my palms. Remember, my chi is my body's personal energy, and you have chi too. So we're going to rub those hands together, accumulate that healing chi energy between the palms. Nothing else, we're going to warm the hands up and make them not quite as cold as we touch the face. The first thing I want us to do is to cup the hands over the eyes. Take this healing energy to the backs of the eyes. The eyes can be open or shut, whatever feels best for you. Once we've done that and let that energy dissipate a little bit, we're gonna rub our face in an up and down vigorous motion, counting to ourselves 36 rubs. Once I've rubbed my face, I'm gonna move on to my ears, rubbing right on the ears themselves. If you'd rather rub behind your ears, around your ears, that's perfectly fine. Just know there are a lot of acupuncture points on the ears that we can stimulate by doing this. So again, 36 is that magic number, rubbing 36 times. You get bonus points if you remember to keep your shoulders down and don't let them creep up. Let's keep those shoulders relaxed. Now that I've rubbed my ears, I'm going to pull down along the sides of my nose, Pro tip that if you have allergies or a cold or something like that, you are going to want to blow your nose before starting this facial massage. I think that was 36, might be off a little bit, but that's okay. Next thing I'm going to do is consciously relax my jaw so my teeth aren't clenched from stress. We want to let that stress go. We're going to rub back and forth along a relaxed jawline. We're going to do this again 36 times. Then the next thing we're going to do is rub along the throat or the thyroid area, 4 fingers on one side, thumb on the other. We're going to rub up and down, putting most of the pressure on the upwards rub. And I'm going to do half of the massages with one hand and half with the other. So presupposing that was 18, I'm going to do the other half with this hand. Also going to tell you to keep your head top flat. Resist the urge to do that and elongate the neck. We'll keep that head top flat as we do that part. So the final part of the Chinese cultural facial massage, where every rub is done 36 times, is a lower back massage that we're going to do 49 times. So I'm going to put my hands on my waist, rub in a V shape down towards my tailbone as I do this. I can use the backs of my hands like this if that's a little bit easier. I can use my thumbs like this if I need less rotation on the shoulders. But if I have full mobility, I'm going to do that. This massage should be done relatively quickly. And we want to look for a sensation of heat rising up the spine. That's your chi starting to move in, is a really good sign. Okay, that felt better. I needed that a little bit more than I realized I did. Hopefully you do as well. Just gonna make a quick note that that back massage can be done independently of the entire facial massage. Always a good tip to rub those hands together to accumulate that energy before you do so. All right, the next thing that I am going to talk about is going to be an eye massage, which means the camera is going to get all up close and personal in my bubble, which is one of my least favorite things, but I'm gonna go with it because this information is important. So this eye massage can help improve vision, I have a couple of students with some interesting stories on how this has helped them. So give this a try and see what it does for you. This is going to be really good for anybody that suffers from general eye fatigue, maybe spends a little bit too much time looking at a computer or at their phone. So what we are going to do is rub certain points around the eye. We are going to do this right on the eye socket itself. You might notice you have the right point when you touch. If you push in, you feel a brief flash of pain. That is said to be a chi blockage that is going to be worked out with these rubs that we are doing. So the first part or point that we are going to rub is going to be on the upper inside corners of the eye, right on that eye socket. You can find and feel where there's a little bump. That's going to be that first point. I'm going to use my thumbs, push in, rub to a count of 10, release, do it again, release, and do it a third time. The next point is going to be, again, along that eye socket, but right in the middle of the eye. So again, I'm going to push on that, rub to a count of 10, release, do it again. And do it one last time. The next point that I'm going to rub is on the upper outside edge of the eyes. So again, I'm going to push in a little bit, rub to a count of 10, release, do it again, release, and one more time. The fourth point is going to be on the lower outside edge of the eye. So again, I'm going to push in, rub to a count of 10, release, do it again. One more time. The fifth point is not around the eyes themselves. It is that, oh my gosh, I've got a headache point on the temple. We're going to push in, rub to a count of 10, You guessed it, release, do it again. Release and do it one last time. The next thing we're going to do is smooth that chi out. So as we do this, we are going to use our fingers to rub around the eyes and really smooth that chi out. So I'm gonna come up the sides of my nose and around this way. I'm gonna do that 10 times. Now, when you do this for yourself, you're gonna repeat that another couple of times. So you do that rubbing around 10 times, 3 times. The reason that we're rubbing up and around the nose and in that way, it's important to rub that way and not to rub the opposite direction. It is said that if we rub the other way, that we can actually make the liver angry, and we don't want angry liver. So make sure we rub up the nose and around. That's going to be the important part. To finish this eye massage off, we're going to do a few different eye exercises. I'm going to keep this short and ask you to extend it. You may do each of these 10 times as opposed to the 3 times that I'm going to demonstrate. So what I'm going to do is let my vision relax and come to a center. I'm going to look straight up and then straight down. Straight up, straight down. Straight up, stretching that vision, straight down, stretching that vision. I'm gonna let my eyes relax and come back to center. Now I'm gonna look side to side. So I'm gonna look from one side, straight across to the other side. From the first side, straight across, and one last time, letting the vision relax in the center. Now I'm going to look up to one outside corner of the eye, and then straight down to the other. So up at a diagonal, down at a diagonal. Back up and down, letting the vision relax again. Now I'm gonna look in the opposite direction. So looking up at the other side, down on a diagonal. Up, down at that diagonal. One last time up to the outside edge, down to the diagonal. Again, letting the eyes relax. Next thing I'm going to do is start with my eyes, and then we'll call it a clock position, a 6 o'clock position, looking straight down. And I'm going to slowly roll my eyes around as though they are the face of a clock, paying attention to anywhere I might feel a little bit of a stop or a jolt. Okay, I'm gonna let my eyes relax again. Now I'm gonna do the opposite direction. So I'm gonna look straight down and roll my eyes in the other way. And again, letting that vision relax. So that was a slightly shortened version of the eye massage that hopefully brings some benefits to everybody that watches this. And remember, we're gonna rub this way when we rub that chi out so that we're not making the liver angry. And I will say too, one of the best things about this eye massage, if you get caught rolling your eyes at somebody, you can just tell them you're doing an eye exercise. So hopefully that's beneficial. Moving on, the next massage I would like to cover is one of my favorite massages. It is a hand massage. This massage has really good benefits. If you find it helpful, I'm going to encourage you to share it with anyone else in your life that might also find it helpful. Anyone that suffers from arthritis or carpal tunnel, has a stuck finger or a stiff joint or multiple stiff joints, can find this hand massage very helpful. I'm just going to massage one hand. You can do the other hand when you have a chance or immediately following this. It's the same thing on both sides. So I'm going to massage my right hand with my left hand. I am going to rub around the base of the thumb like that. I am going to rub up once between my first and middle finger. Then I'm going to rub between my ring and pinky finger. That was one set, and I'm going to do that 9 times. So starting the second set, again, rubbing around the base of the thumb and then up. I get asked quite frequently by how hard do we want to rub as we do this massage. I want you to listen to your body and do what feels best at the time you're doing the massage. You might really want to get in there, push things around, make some room. It might feel better for you to do things very lightly. So always listen to your body and honor what it needs right now. So once I've massaged that palm, I'm going to take my thumb and pull it out. So I can do this. I'm going to do this 9 times. If I was starting to suffer from carpal tunnel, maybe I spend too much time at a computer, I'm going to extend how I'm pulling out and pull out the entire thumb joint like that. That feels pretty good, so I'm going to do the last 3 just like that for a total of 9 times. From the first finger, I'm going to pull that first finger out. I'm going to do this again 9 times, and if you notice, I'm varying how I'm touching and pulling. Same thing with this middle finger, I'm pulling it out, trying to get the top, the sides, the bottom, all of the finger massaged. With my ring finger, I'm going to start pushing back in. So my ring finger and my pinky finger will be pushed in, while my other 3 fingers, my thumb, pointer finger, and middle finger are all going to be pulled out. Okay, so that is the entirety of the hand massage. Once you learn the choreography for it, you can do it really fast and work it into your life however it feels fitting. You're watching TV, give yourself a hand massage. I can come up with some other instances where this can be, but don't do it in church. It's frowned upon. So anytime outside of church, feel free to do it. All right, so this hand massage that we just did, hopefully you've done it on the other side as well. We are going to use that as a foot massage as well. So this foot massage can be really beneficial for anyone that is suffering from poor circulation or that's suffering from something like diabetic nerve pain. So when we're massaging, if we're pushing in and using just a little bit of force, we're getting more blood flowing around the body. We've talked about that a couple of times during this video. So this massage as a foot massage can be really good for anybody that suffers from poor circulation. It's also really good for anybody, like I mentioned, that suffers from diabetic nerve pain. And I'll also say, if you are somebody that deals with insomnia, I have heard time and time again how helpful this foot massage can be to help you relax and go to sleep. If I was you, I would take a drop of lavender essential oil and put that on my hand as I do this foot massage. Your feet are very porous, so it's really easy to use essential oils to be brought into the body. A drop of lavender essential oil, foot massage, bonus if you get somebody else to do it for you, chances are you're gonna go right to sleep. So what I'm gonna start off doing, I'm just gonna massage one foot here just to demonstrate. I always rub down the front and back up the back. There's a principle in Tai Chi that says Chi, by the time we're all adults, flows up the back of the body and down the front. So I'm going to do this about 9 times just to kind of get that Chi flow going. And if you notice, I'm trying to vary how I'm rubbing, so I'm coming down one side and back up the other. So now that I've done that, as opposed to turning out and massaging the hand, what I'm gonna do is take the heel of my hand, massage down the foot like that. I have also seen people take their knuckles and bring their knuckles down the feet as well. It's perfectly fine. This is your massage. Do what feels best for yourself. From here on, I'm just gonna treat my toes like they're fingers. I'm going to pull my big toe out and follow that same pattern that I did with my hands. I'm gonna pull, I guess it's the middle or the first toe out. I don't know what they're technically called, but I'm trying to vary how I'm touching and rubbing. Same thing with that, we'll call it the middle toe. As I'm pulling out here, I'm trying to vary and make sure I'm touching all sides of it. And then when I get to the ring toe, the one next to the pinky toe, I'm going to be pushing back in. You want to do this as slowly as feels right. When I get to that pinky toe, I'm going to do the same thing, pushing back in. My foot feels better already. All right, so that was that hand massage doubled as a foot massage. Hopefully you find both of those helpful. Again, if I can encourage you to share any of these massages with the people you know and love, that hand massage and that foot massage is what is going to be the most beneficial, most likely. All right, the next thing that we are going to do and talk about is a couple of stomach massages. You've probably noticed I just stood up so I can demonstrate these. So the first stomach massage that I'm going to demonstrate is going to be really good for anybody that might use the restroom a little too much. They've got a little bit of maybe irritable bowel or something like that going on, or they suffer from bloating or cramping. Good tip, you've got that teenage girl that's got cramps, you want to teach her this massage. Expect her to glare at you, but it's going to be helpful. So what I'm going to do is make a gentle fist with my right hand, place it inside my left hand, and then I'm going to start to circle my stomach. A lot of people will tell you to go the other way. Right now, I'm essentially rubbing counterclockwise, and that's what I want to do for this massage. There's other schools of thought that will tell you to massage clockwise and not counterclockwise. That's perfectly fine too. As with all things, trust your body to do and know what is correct for it. So the other issue that some of us have with our stomachs is that we can feel a little bit backed up, maybe a little constipated. We're not able to relax and let things go. So this massage can be uniquely suited to helping people let things go and move things on out. Super simple massage. I'm going to take my hand palm up and place it, relatively speaking, right below where my ribs are. And I'm going to rotate my palm down. I'm going to let the hand come down. I'm ending right about at my belly button as I do this. So super simple, hands up, you rotate it down while pushing in. So this is allowing things to descend and relax out. So hopefully that can be beneficial to those of you that need it. And I'll say too, I stopped doing that because I don't want to give my stomach, make it feel funny while I'm continuing to shoot this video. So the, I guess, kind of last thing that I want to talk about for self-massage is a couple of general joint massages. So one I get asked about a lot is shoulders. Let's say I have a stiff or achy shoulder. So basically what I'm going to do is rub. So I'm going to come this way, down this way, come up the inside of the arm, come back down. What I'm doing as I'm doing this is varying how I am rubbing. So you notice I'm coming up the inside and then over and coming back down. I am trying to make sure that I am rubbing all of that shoulder. So do that as much as feels right for yourself. And then we're going to do the same thing as another massage. I'm going to just demonstrate a quick knee massage because that's the other thing I get asked about all the time. So when I'm doing this knee massage, and I'm going to give a little bit more info for the knee massage. So what I might want to do is rub my hands together to accumulate that healing chi energy. I'm going to start off by tapping around that knee. When I'm tapping around that knee, I'm bringing more blood to that area. Also shaking some of that chi up a little bit. So once I've done that, really tapping that joint, then I'm going to go ahead, rub down and back up. And then I'm going to rub down one side, back up the other way. And then I'm going to come down the other side, back up the inside. Always varying how I'm rubbing and where I'm putting the majority of the pressure, but really listening to my body to tell me what feels right. So that is a version of that knee massage. Hopefully, at least something in this video has resonated with you and you can use it to begin the process of unstiffening those stiff joints, unsticking that stuck chi, and getting things in general moving and flowing better. If you found this video helpful, I'm going to encourage you to share it with the loved ones in your life that might also find it helpful. Again, no more secrets in Tai Chi. Let's help everybody we can. Thank you so much.